Welcome, my friend. This is your stress relief self-care yoga love practice. So lay out a blanket upon your yoga mat, creating an even more supportive, loving environment. Have all your props nearby, maybe light a candle, burn some incense, and make sure to hop into something comfy, something loose fitting, so your body is not restricted at all, and Johnny and I will join you seated on the mat. Let's make our way towards the back of the mat to move into child's pose to begin our practice. So bring those big toes to kiss and open your knees as wide as feels good in your body. That feels that you are honoring and respecting your body right here and now. Then slide those palms forward, lowering your heart towards the earth. You may explore resting your torso to a pillow or a bolster for a little extra love and support. And if you are fully extended out long, feel your forehead grounded to the earth. Let's take a slight bend in your elbows, inviting a little ease into your upper body, softening this space. Take a moment to soften through your lower body. Release the muscles, and just feel your body relaxed here in this moment. While we hold and breathe, ask yourself, what do you need in your time here on the mat? What do you need to gift yourself with during this time? Slowly walk your palms over to the right side of the mat, moving into a side body stretch. Option to stack the left palm on top of the right if it feels good in your body to move a little deeper. And then soften here and send your in-breath into the left side body. Slowly walk it back through center and then over to the left side. Stacking the right palm on top of the left if you'd like. The cues I provide in our practice today are simply options to explore. But please, my friend, let your body be the ultimate guide to what is best for you here and now. Slowly return to center and walk your palms back to rise. Bring those knees into hip distance, lift coming to hands and knees. Align your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hip points, and flow through some feel-good cat-cows. Breathing in as you lower your belly, lift your heart. Exhaling as you round through into cat pose. As you flow, feel as though you are unwinding, unraveling that stagnant energy from your body, unraveling the stress and releasing it from your body. Letting your body be the guiding light as to what and how to nourish your body as you flow, and all in our practice today. Find your neutral spine. Let's release some tension in our upper body and thread the needle pose. On your next inhale, open your right fingertips up to the sky, big breath in. And on the exhalation, thread your right arm underneath you over to the left side, palm will be face up. Ground your right shoulder to the earth. Soften your right side of face to the earth. Left arm can extend out long, be placed behind your lower back, or you can make a tent with those fingers. Our intention here is to not move super deep into the pose, but just provide a gentle, feel-good opening to release the tension and open that right shoulder. If you notice that your hips sway over to the side, mindfully and lovingly line them back up over your knees and notice how this subtle movement affects the sensations of the pose upon your body. Return your left palm to the mat, and then on the inhalation, unwind, extending your right arm up to the sky, and then soften it to the earth. Taking thread the needle over to the second side. On the inhale, extend your left fingertips up to the sky. Feel that expansion. Exhalation, thread your hand through towards the right side of the mat, grounding your shoulder and side of face to the earth. Now take whichever variation feels best with that opposite hand and promote space between shoulders and ears. Breathe and enjoy the opening. Welcome positive energy into your being with each breath you take. Return your right palm to the mat, and on the inhalation, let's unwind, lifting your left fingertips up to the sky before you soften them to the earth. We'll take a little more love in that upper body and puppy pose. So let's first ensure that your hips are aligned under your knees, and when you're ready, just slide your palms forward, melting your heart towards the earth. Feel your forehead grounded. You can place a block underneath your forehead here to help bring the earth up to you, meeting your body where it's at. Remember to allow your body to be the ultimate guide of our practice today. My cues are just recommendations, thoughts, or movements to explore. For the remainder of our practice, my intent is to do minimal cueing to help support a more introspective practice that allows you to more deeply connect with your body's needs in support of our self-care time and releasing stress and tension from your body as it communicates with you. All right, my friend, slowly slide yourself forward, lowering to your belly, feeling your hips ground. Coming to our forearms for Sphinx pose. So grounding down to lift and gently yearn your heart center forward. Let's take your gaze over your right shoulder and then slowly lift your left leg off the mat, point your toes and reach back as you lift up. Slowly lower your leg and return your gaze to the front. And then take your gaze over your left shoulder, adding in our leg. So lift the right leg, pointing your toes and lifting up. Now think lengthening back with your toes. Before you slowly return your leg to the mat, gaze to center. Pausing once more in Sphinx pose just for a moment before you soften forward and lower your forehead to your hands. Just let it all go here. Give all your weight over to Mother Earth, all your worries melting away, giving them over, releasing. Let's slowly return your palms to underneath your shoulders. Press up to tabletop and then tuck your toes to lift your hips, releasing your body back into downward facing dog. Let your body guide you in what, if any, movements to take here in down dog. Listening to your body rather than what your mind thinks that you need to do or that you should do. Now, downward facing dog provides a wonderful opportunity to do some releasing breath work, and if that sounds good, you can explore elongating your inhales and your exhalations, and then with the exhalations you can release the breath out your mouth with an audible sigh. Find stillness. And from down dog, you have the option to extend your right toes to the sky for three-leg dog, or from down dog, you can simply step your right foot forward. We are moving into low lunge. Take a low lunge variation of your body's choice. You can stay low with fingertips framing your front foot, bring your hands to your thighs, or maybe fingertips to the sky. Listen to your body and honor your energy. What will help you unravel the stress from your body in a way that serves you best? Hands frame your foot, and then we'll step that leg back for tabletop pose. Lift your hips, downward facing dog, second side. Take your three-leg dog, or in your own time from down dog, step your left foot forward for low lunge. Then take the low lunge of your body's choice. Now Johnny, he had a pretty big drool going on here. I don't know if you can see that. I was attempting to avoid getting it on the mat and laying on it in the future of this practice. This time, instead of lowering to frame your front foot, let's ground down through your front heel and straighten your front leg, shifting your hips back, then mindfully bring that leg back so you are on your knees at the back of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips and just take a few feel-good hip circles. Closing your eyes, moving intuitively, just feeling it out. Making sure you take circles in both directions. No need to count, just feel it out. Enjoy the sensations, no worries about what it looks like. We'll soften and lower your hands to the mat in front of you. We are coming into a modified plank pose with your knees to the mat. So slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat with control. We're coming into that prone position once more, resting your forehead to your arms. Just take a moment to let your body be heavy. Let it all go. And we'll move into a lying chest opener. Extend your left arm out to the side and bend at the elbow, elbow in line with your shoulder. Your arm makes a 90-degree angle. Bring your right hand to the mat and press yourself up, stacking your hips and shoulders. You can bend at your knees to help support you here. Option to explore making a tent with your left hand, placing the hand behind your lower back, or you can also place a block underneath your top right shoulder to help prop you up. Let's just choose a variation that helps support a nice open chest and not collapsing inward. Slowly return yourself to the mat and take that over to the second side with your right arm out to the side, making that 90-degree angle, and then press yourself up so your body stacks. Slowly return yourself to the mat and take another moment in stillness at center, head resting to your arms. We are coming into half frog pose next. So slide your right knee up until it is in line with your right hip, and then your ankle will be in line with your knee at another 90-degree angle. Toes will point out to the right side. Then take your gaze in the opposite direction if that feels safe. If not, you can take it in the same direction as your knee. Intentionally soften and relax through that lower body. Let it go. Slowly slide your leg back. Before we take it over to the second side, we will take a quad stretch. So have that intent of keeping your knee in line with your hip, not splitting open, and then draw your heel towards your seat. Reach back to clasp that foot. I like to reach both hands back now, but you may wish to do it with one hand to grasp and then the other to help prop your upper body up just a little bit. And then for a little more sensation, if you'd like, you can yearn your hip points towards the earth, so the bowl of your pelvis will gently tilt forward. Soften and release, taking frog on the second side. Slide your left knee up until it is in line with your left hip. Leg makes a 90-degree angle, toes point to the side, and then take your gaze in the opposite direction if that feels safe and comfortable in your body. Soften and relax throughout that lower body. Let it all go. Let's slowly slide that leg back. We're moving into our quad stretch. So knee in line with your hip, then draw your heel towards your seat. Reach back to clasp that foot in whatever variation feels best for your body. Then soften and release. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders and press down to lift and melt your hips back towards your heels, coming into child's pose. Take a slow breath in and a complete releasing exhalation out. Let's slowly rise. You can stay with hips to heels or move into a cross-legged seat. And take a few releasing, nourishing movements with your neck to help it soften and find peace. Find stillness sitting up tall. Bring one palm to your heart and then the other. Feel as though your palms upon your chest is a gentle, loving hug. A hug from yourself to yourself. A hug from me to you. A hug from all who are joining us in this practice. Let's take a big, beautiful breath, encircling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss and bring all that love and light down to your heart center. Your thumbs kissing your sternum, sternum reaching up to your thumbs. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. You are loved, my friend. I'd love to hear from you and how this practice treated you in the comments. If you enjoyed, please throw the video some love with a thumbs up. And before you step away, please subscribe to our channel to help support our work in making yoga free and accessible to all. Have a beautiful rest of your day, my friend.